Since 1971, the Kansas Hospital Association has recognized individuals who demonstrate distinguished service and outstanding contributions to the field of healthcare in Kansas with the Charles S. Billings Award. Stephen Kelly, the 39th recipient of this award, has certainly demonstrated these qualities during his devoted healthcare career of 43 years. Steve was born in Wheeler, Texas in 1953, the second of three boys for John and Anna Kelly. He grew up in McGregor, Texas, 20 miles from Waco, with his two brothers, Philip and John. Steve was a catcher during the 7 years he played baseball growing up. He was also the school photographer at Riker Catholic High School, where he graduated in 1971. After high school, Steve attended community college in Waco and then attended Texas Tech in Lubbock. He married his best friend in 1976, Patricia Terry. Patricia and Steve went to high school and college together. They have three sons, Aaron, Brian, and Christopher, and will be celebrating 41 years of marriage this October. Steve started working in the hospital industry while still in college. Originally, he had a job flipping burgers at McDonald's, but a friend of his was a phlebotomist at the hospital. He thought he might like a job like this. Luck had it that Steve learned keyboarding while in high school. This was a needed skill in a hospital business office. The day he went to Providence Catholic Hospital to ask about a job, they asked him when he could start, and he started that day. Steve received his Bachelor of Science degree in business from the University of Central Texas in 1979, a Master's of Science degree in Administration of Health Services from the University of Houston in 1982, and a doctorate in Healthcare Administration from the Medical University of South Carolina in 2001. Steve has dedicated his career to rural healthcare, working with numerous hospitals in Texas, Virginia, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Since the beginning, Steve has found working in hospitals to be very fulfilling. In 2000, a recruiter suggested Steve look at Newton Medical Center in Kansas. It was smaller than any other hospital he had worked in before, but he agreed to meet the board and was very impressed. He says living in Kansas has been a wonderful experience and really good to his family. Kansas has made a Texan very welcome. Steve was the president and CEO of Newton Medical Center from 2000 to 2016 through an unprecedented period of growth and expansion. Under his leadership, there were 6 building additions. Gross revenue grew from $50 million to more than $200 million annually. He successfully recruited physicians, added 11 primary and specialty clinics, added inpatient rehabilitation, cardiac catheterizations, geriatric psychiatry, case management services, and negotiated a purchase of majority ownership in a local surgery center. And these represent only a portion of his achievements. Newton Medical Center has been recognized repeatedly as a top performer in the areas of quality and patient satisfaction. In 2016, it was named among the nation's top 100 rural and community hospitals by iVantage Health Analytics. Steve left his role as president and CEO of Newton Medical Center in 2016, but serves as a trusted advisor to his own successor. He is currently serving as the interim CEO for Summit Surgical in Hutchinson. Steve has served in almost every imaginable position for the Kansas Hospital Association. He has been a member of numerous KHA committees, including the KHA Governance Committee, Audit Committee, and Strategic Planning Committee, as well as committees related to healthcare finance, rural health visioning, and political fundraising. Steve has been a member of the Kansas Hospital Association Board of Directors, serving as chair in both 2014 and 2015. He served as the chair of the APS Board of Directors in 2011, chair of the KHRF Board of Directors in 2006, and KHA District Chair in 2008 and 2009. He is currently serving on the Board of Directors for CAMCO. Steve is a fellow in the American College of Healthcare Executives and a licensed nursing home administrator. In every instance of his involvement with KHA, Steve has provided thoughtful, proactive leadership to help guide us in the right direction. He is a visionary who can see a clear pattern where most others observe only chaos. Steve is highly respected throughout Kansas, and many seek his counsel. He has been an active advocate on behalf of hospitals in Kansas throughout his time in our state. Steve has reached out time and again to state and federal legislators to explain the transformation taking place in the healthcare system and the pressures being put on Kansas healthcare providers. In addition to his work with numerous rural hospitals and the Kansas Hospital Association, Steve is civic-minded. His first priority is healthy communities. He has been an active contributor to many professional, educational, civic, and community organizations, including schools and universities, chambers of commerce, economic development councils, Youth Horizons, Kiwanis Club, and the United Way. From a state perspective, he has chaired the Kansas Advisory Committee on Managed Medicaid, as well as the Governor's Task Force on CanCare. Steve has served as adjunct faculty for Wichita State University, Houston Community College, and Southside Virginia Community College. He has taught courses in healthcare, leadership, management, and quality. Teaching is personally satisfying to Steve. He likes sharing things that you can't get out of a textbook. Steve was named Citizen of the Year by the Newton Chamber of Commerce in 2012. Steve is professionally proud of serving as both the president of Virginia Rural Healthcare Association and the chair of Kansas Hospital Association. Steve is not shy about having served at church his entire life, including teaching children's Sunday school. He is currently helping a Christian school in Missouri stabilize its financial situation, increase enrollments, and evaluate curriculum. Steve is honored to have been the best man in all three of his sons' weddings, Aaron and April's, Brian and Sarah's, and Christopher and Mandy's in October. Steve and Patricia are blessed with 5 grandchildren between the ages of 9 and 1, Braden, Isaac, Lydia, Elijah, and Adam. They enjoy spending time with family, including Steve's mom, who they visit often in Waco. Steve and Patricia love to travel and have enjoyed 4 trips to Ireland. They also enjoy singing and previously sang in trios and quartets on the local circuit. When you consider all Steve has given to KHA and numerous rural hospitals, it's hard to think of anyone more deserving of this honor. The Kansas Hospital Association would like to congratulate Stephen Kelly, the 39th recipient of the Charles S. Billings Award. Thank you, Steve, for your distinguished service and the unforgettable mark you have left on healthcare in Kansas.